All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of MVP 07. I had an idea that kind of came to me like literally 20 minutes before I started this up, and that was I wanted to try to speed up the process just a little bit of getting through the season because, 31-7, we had a thing where we had to hit at least 30 wins in order to get certain deals, and I'm thinking about just trying to skim through some other games and just play games that maybe I would want to play. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take out these 2 Michigan games, and I'll just play the 3 Ohio State games today. And then, then I can do, say, a couple Michigan State games and then one of the Purdue games, and then just sim the last Purdue game while I'm doing the recruiting and stuff like that. I figured it would. I know I'm going to be taking a couple losses doing this because we are not a good team. Holy shit, we won. Okay, well, I guess we did better than I thought we would. So let me see here. Sim the day, because I'm pretty sure I should be getting recruiting points unless I use them too late at some point. I don't know. Maybe I get them on Sunday or Monday. That's alright. I'll just start playing as is then. We actually got a win out of that. Holy crap. But it will help speed things up a little bit by at least taking one stream off of the end of the season so we can get a little bit faster. Oh boy, I'm glad I decided to play Ohio State. Jesus. There we go. The upside here is that we can play on my field now that we're at home officially, so that'll be good. There we go. Yeah, I was talking before I recorded about a potential NHL game, and I'm not opposed to NHL 18, and I'm not opposed to NHL 2K10. But I don't know. Maybe I should just shy away from that just because, even though I like hockey, I'm never really great at the games. I might just have to let that go and just not worry about it. The fact that I'm good at this game already perplexes me. It kind of makes me, if there was a point where I stopped playing this, I think I would replace it with MVP 05. I do have a PC version and some mods with updated rosters. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. If there comes a point, say this year, when I just end up winning again, where it's just well, I like this, but maybe I'll just play 2005. There we go. Yeah, there's always the new hockey game at PS4, Xbox. It'd be nice if there was someone other than EA doing it, though. Even though 2K's was kind of crap. 2K's was never great, but I was pretty okay at it. And I love EA's presentation. Yeah, I think if I stop, I don't know. Maybe if I do win a second year in a row, it's well, there's not too much of a reason to continue playing. And I know there'd be people who would say, just keep going and all that, but I don't know. I'm not as into baseball as I am basketball. If I finally win the national championship in college hoops, I'll still keep going. Here, I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind replacing this with either MVP 05 or Pro Yaku Spirits on my PlayStation TV. Bust out the old translation website and figure out how to play Japanese baseball again. As long as it isn't the Axis football people doing it, sure. I mean, they're doing all right. I don't want to seem like a shill, but they're improving. I mean, I just feel like pointing out the Canadian football game and just be like, it could be worse. It could be the Canadian football game. I feel very vindicated for how harsh I was towards the team when I found out it was the same people who did Maximum Football. It's like, oh no. Oh my god, why did I swing at that? I knew it wasn't going to do that. It literally hit him. It literally hit him though. Like it beamed him right in the shoulder. How did that not? How am I not walking right now? How am I not on first base with a walk? Because I swung? Oh my god. Pro Weeaboo Spirits. It's not that bad. Nice. And Konami figured out the whole not having to. They figured out the whole like Super Sim deal that they finally have in 2K. They finally figured that whole thing out. Like way back a while ago when it was just like, oh yeah, you can choose to play the entire game or you can choose to play like crucial moments, like if there's runners in scoring positions or, you know, there's the ability to try to make a comeback, you know. Other than that, we won't bother you with mundane shit. I found out on eBay because there are a few copies of it in the world. Like, there's only like 9 copies, I think, that exist. Ah, no. There's only like a few copies of it that exist, but I saw on eBay for $3,500 someone was selling their copy of NBA Elite 11 for PS3. If I ever came across it, you would... that's... I would tell you, that's how you know I would have won the lottery. Like, it's like, I think Tyler might have won the lottery. Like, you'll know if I just show up one day with a... like, doing an NBA Elite 11 series. Makes the catch in foul territory. Oh, yeah, PS4 is still the only... Well... Technically, PS4 is not the only option for a new MLB game. Technically, there's MLB Baseball. Is it MLB Baseball? RBI Baseball. RBI Baseball 2017 on Xbox and Nintendo Switch. I advise against it. So we'll just say that PS4 is the only true option for MLB Baseball. You do not want to play RBI. To be fair, when you say arcade games don't count, I don't know about you, but like my personal feeling is this: if they had a way to implement retro mode style pitching and hitting into the show 17, like they have retro mode this year. If they found a way to implement that as like a play, like an alternative play style for, say, like franchise, I would be, that would, like, the first day I'm able to do like retro mode in like a franchise, like, boom, I'm playing it. I will do that shit. I will go out and buy it and play it. You will have a show series. That crappy game's on the Switch? Yes. Yes, it is. For $30. I should know, unfortunately. I read reviews, and I read reviews, and I heard it was garbage, and I was like, you know what? For $30, the fact that they've been doing year after year after year of this, it can't be that bad. Yeah, I want my money back. Damn. $30 and 20 of us at licensing, yeah. Dude, yeah, but if they could get retro mode in the show as like an alternative play style for a franchise, I'm down. So down. Damn. To be fair, the reviews that I read didn't really talk about the fact that there's no, like, they talked about, like, season mode and shit like that, but they just talked about how awful the game is. But I'm like, well, it's at least a good toilet game if I can play some, like, a franchise, and, like, you can play a single season, but you can't do any trades. You can't do... I don't think there's no like AAA or AA or anything like that. So there's no call-ups, call-downs. There's no multiple years. It's just one season. It's really quite the thing. I feel like I got bamboozled by the screenshots that I saw, where it was like, even if the game kind of sucks, it'd be nice to have some sort of franchise mode thing on a portable system, and bleh. I probably won't even get... I think like in a week or two, the physical version of 2K18 comes out on the Switch, because I don't want to download no like 35 gigs of a game onto my Switch. No, thank you. Like, I have room. I just don't want to use that much room. And I heard even if you get the physical version, it's still like 13 gigs to download. Like, the rest of the game, basically. I'm just sitting here like, Jesus, man. Like, I have a 128 gig card, which is great. But, fuck. And then, like, and then it came out, like, every save file on the Switch, like, each separate save file is like 5 gigs. It's like, what, are you just resaving the entire game? What the fuck? But yeah, RBI Baseball is like super bare bones. Like, it's I'm kind of surprised that they can get like it makes me look forward to in a few months when they get around to Super Mega Baseball 2. Because I heard of Super Mega Baseball, I saw some videos on it, and I'm kind of excited for Super Mega Baseball 2. So I'm good with trying to do something with that. I'm good with that dropped way more than I thought it would, but Super Mega Baseball 2, it's a slightly more cartoony type game, like the graphics and players and all that, but from what I heard is it's actually a really solid like underneath it is a really solid baseball game, and it's super customizable. Like, I think this year they're actually implementing like creating your own customized league with teams and all that, and then you can customize how many games you want to play, how many teams are in that league, and then like conferences and divisions and all that stuff, which is kind of what they have for NBA 2K18. But you can put in how many teams you want in that league. So, like, if you don't want to run 30 teams or 32 or whatever it is, you can run like 16 teams for a I assume there's a franchise. I'd have to see. But yeah, if you wanted to run a league with like 16 teams instead, you could do that. And then they have like their own schedules for each depending on what you want to do. It looks really cool. Ah. I did see they did release a patch for Axis Football that improved a lot of the animations and some of the extra stuff in their franchise mode. I think I'll probably not fuck with their franchise mode until next year, but I like what they've implemented thus far, and I do like how, at least in the development video, he put in some things that are really cool, and then he knew what they need to add in and what they need to implement. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do next year. Little by little, it's becoming better and better. Because if 17 wasn't better than 16, I wouldn't be fucking with it. Go get there. Yeah. Ah. Oh, drop. Nope. I bet you I probably could move the guy from first to second. I think they were more keyed in on trying to get the guy at home, and that'd have been an easy third base right there. Like it would have mattered because it's there's your 3 outs anyway. Here we go. Oh, I did play a game that I finally got working. I know. I swing at everything. That should be the subtitle of but this is why I'm not a big fan of playing baseball, is because like you saying I swing at everything, it's like, yeah, I know, I'm garbage. There's a reason why I don't do like a road to the show, is because they've like, you know, there's AI implemented in the show games where they realize you swing at trash and then just give you nothing but trash most of the time, and I still end up swinging at it. I don't know why. I'm just really bad at trying to figure out most of the time whether something's a ball or a strike. Generally, yeah, dude. I would like I seriously, I think the last time I did like a full road to the show was like 15 or something. It wasn't like on stream. Might have been 14 because it might have been like towards the beginning of me having like a somewhat dedicated YouTube channel, but before I started streaming. And it really was a thing that by the time I got to the MLB, like most of my plate appearances were really weird because you just see so many junk pitches being thrown. Road to the Mendoza line is probably the best way to put it. It was something. It's the best way to potentially put how that was. That's probably why I like retro mode so much, is it takes me back to a simpler time when I didn't have to think about too much. For some reason, I'm pretty good at figuring it out in pro baseball spirits, in pro Yaku spirits. I'm pretty good at that. I don't know why. The Konami baseball game has been perfectly A-okay with that. Oh yeah, there was There was something I kind of want to see. I never got around to downloading it. I heard about it. On the PS2, it was like MLB Power Pros and Power Pros 2. It was on the PS2, I believe. It was like 2008, 2009, something like that. I'd love to see if there's anything updated for that, because the MLB Power Pros games were made by Konami, by the same team that made the Pro Yaku Spirits games. They do like a cartoony version, somewhat more cartoony version of it, and but it's still solid baseball. It's still really good. It's basically simulation baseball, but with these Rayman style characters. Just giant heads with small bodies and like no arms and legs. It's just hands and feet. Blah. But I wouldn't mind playing MLB Power Pros, because I'd love to see how that came out back then, because they haven't really changed the gameplay much for it from the things from like at least from 2010, because I think I've played Pro Yaku Spirits 2010. It was like 10, 12, and 15. And I believe the more cartoony ones that's the same style of gameplay. So I would assume as well MLB Power Pros is the same way. I would have to see that. And get nostalgic about the stars of yesteryear. Like, oh my god, it's Derek Lee. Remember when he was a thing, guys? What did ever happen to Derek Lee? He just kind of fell off the face of the earth, it seems. I think I might have stopped paying attention, and the next thing I know, he's just nowhere. I just haven't heard anything about him. If I wanted to play a baseball game that didn't have a franchise-like mode, I would play Backyard Baseball. Derek Lee got old. I didn't think he was that old, though, like in 2009. Oh, here we go, son. It's going to be a triple. He's too slow. I probably could have made it. Shit. I probably could have really made it. No one got on that. I assumed the shortstop was going to get on it, and then he didn't. Ah, God. Let's have another look at that Rawlings Gold Glove play. Wow. Come on. We got a guy on third. Don't strand him there. Hit on the ground toward the hole. Throw to first. All right. By the way, while we're at this, you should probably warm somebody up. How many? Oh, God, he's a starter, though. I need someone with a lot of strikeouts. Because I need at some point... I can't put a starting pitcher in. But, let's do Beresford. He won't have to play too long. But... one of the things is I need a pitcher with 75 season strikeouts, and someone, Bau's got, or Bau or whatever, has got 50. I don't think he's going to rack up 25 in the next, 7 games, but never know. Damn. He's 42 now. I didn't realize he was that old. I thought he was maybe in his late 20s when he was rocking and rolling with the Cubs. That would have been less than 10 years ago. I guess he was older than I thought he was. But still, 42-year-olds is not an abnormal thing. It's not an abnormal thing to have in baseball, I guess. As long as you're not a pitcher. Then again, I can't remember how late Schilling played. Schilling played for a while, didn't he? Hmm. Depends on if you want to juice. To be fair, hearing that and bringing up Schilling's name is probably that really kind of makes the point, doesn't it? Let me see here. Let's do a circle change. I don't know. I don't know if the guy's properly warmed up yet in the bullpen, but I guess he'll come in the 8th. Did pretty well for 7 innings so far. It's pretty good. All right, we're gonna sit him for half an inning. He'll come up. He'll come up in a bit. I don't really mind too much right now because I've got 2-0 at this point. It's pretty much just bring in the closer and call it a day. Ah, suck it. I actually meant to, like, once I saw that he caught it as quickly as it did, I actually meant to hit on the D-pad for him to go back to first base, but I accidentally kept hitting second. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm invested now. Just happened to work out. Intentional walk. Schilling's a talk radio person now. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of them turn to like TV or talk radio, do something like that. Was not doing steroids actually in the MLB rulebook though. Okay. To be fair, how fun was baseball at that point? I forget who did something like that. Bill Burr did a bit on that. Where he was just like, how fun was baseball in the 90s though, when you had guys like Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and all them just cranking homers over the wall consistently. Not sports radio, talk radio. Oh boy. Old man yells at gay cloud. So conservative talk radio. I don't know why I'm not really all that surprised. Old man yells at gay cloud is something that's, I don't know why, that's just, it's kind of like saying how fun was the Attitude Era. But like, I think that's a little bit different though. I don't know. Because like with the Attitude Era, you know, I don't know how to like have an equivalent to that. Like, there's a lot of things that I think were dumb in the Attitude Era that probably killed a lot of stuff in wrestling. But I don't know about like steroids in baseball being like, I guess it still, you know, killed the idea of someone ever getting home run titles again. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we don't need anybody. Just get through one more inning. If they just want to like go 3 up, 3 down on us, that's fine. Because I plan on doing the same to them in the 9th and calling it a day. Kingdoms of Amalur. Gonna give me my pitch? There you go. All right, let's end this game. Oh, my God. Come on. Yeah, if I had, like, Kurt Schilling money, at least put it towards something that maybe people, like, really wanted. Just something that people have been craving. Kingdoms of Amalur, something sounds... To me, that sounds like I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say that it was like some mobile game. I don't think I've heard of Kingdoms of Amalur. I feel bad. Because if it's like something where it's like, actually it was a pretty big game on the blah, 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 and it sounds almost like a mobile game. Right to him. One more. It was not a mobile game. I feel like I should have heard of it. Fantasy game on PC. Like, it's a thing that sounds familiar, but I can't really place my finger on it, like what it was. Marriage between God of War and Oblivion. That's a tall order. That's a really tall order right there. That's some Peter Molyneux shit. It's gonna be a cross, but it's gonna be a marriage between God of War and Oblivion. It'll also fuck you whenever you feel like it. It'll have Minecraft style building. You can build whatever the hell you want, but it's all in 3D. It's going to be amazing. Well, like some marriages, it didn't work, yeah. Originally based in Massachusetts, the company moved to Rhode Island as part of securing a $75 million loan guarantee from the Quasi-Public Economic Development Corp. From their EDC, sold 1.1 million copies and still failed somehow. That's why I can't advance. My controller, I think, died on me. Either my controller died on me, or I dicked with my controller a little bit too much and accidentally popped the batteries out. The fact that it hasn't turned immediately back off tells me I probably just dicked with the batteries too much. Yeah, 1.1 million copies should not be a failure. There are a lot of games that have sold less than 1.1 million copies and have been a pretty big success. I have no idea how it could have been a failure. Continually scaled back. Yeah, Let's get to here, and then I'll back out, because I really want to know when my recruiting points come up, or if I'm not going to get any more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I still get them. I would like to get these last couple of guys here. That's alright. Let's go. Rodriguez. See, that was the thing. Just, I don't have to beat them. Like, I got a lot of really lucky things going my way that went my way well enough to get me a couple of runs, and then I just had to beat them out with my pitching. It was even in one of Conan's gamer segments. I'm really like, I feel like not a gamer then, because I feel like Kingdoms of Amalur sounded like, it's like I've kind of heard of it, but I have no real clue what it was. To be fair, like, a lot of those games at this point, I've just not felt like playing. Because it literally, like, Elder Scrolls, like, started it. And then they've had, especially the last, like, year or so, there's been such a goddamn explosion of games like that. Like, I remember seeing like 3 or 4 games of the same, like, it was slightly different flavors of the same, like, RPG, go around, explore, kill things, grab loot, you know, get better loot, and then just, you know, it's a lot of stuff like that. Like when I saw Neo, I'm like, it's literally just goddamn everything else I've seen before. You're not gonna, like, what's gonna be surprisingly amazing about the game? I actually didn't get around to it. Neo actually looked pretty good, and I didn't get around to playing it because it's just like, I've done enough of these types of games before. Rhode Island ended up $28 million on its fever dream. I don't know why they gave him $75 million then. That's really on them. Why would you need $75 million to make a video game? Like, I can tell you how many different games seem to cost anything close to that much that end up being failures just because of its sheer cost and the fact that it doesn't sell as much.
Number 22 is up next. Up on the infield to the shortstop.
I forget if it was like it needed to sell 3 million to break even. That's fucking insanity. That's like NBA 2K and Madden numbers. It needed to do like NBA. It needed to be that's the thing, is that if you should make a game that if it sells 1 million copies, you should be able to break even. You shouldn't be making a game that has to sell Fallout numbers to break even. I'm just like, no game out there should have to sell as well as like a Bethesda title to break even, because Bethesda has a history behind it, you know, and an IP behind it to push the numbers.
This one's popped into foul territory.
There you go.
Chen is up next.
Yeah, 3 million copies to break even. Like, it really shouldn't ever be that. Oh, I think my controller... I can't tell if it's my controller dying on me or if I just keep fidgeting with it or whatnot. I don't know.
This one's hit to short.
I might have to change the batteries. I mean, I have batteries I can use. I can't be messing with it enough to pop out the batteries, so it's probably going dead. You'll probably know if I completely fuck up a pitch. You'll know. In fact, let me just deal with that right now real quick. Yeah, Bethesda's not a one IP pony. I do understand that. But, I mean... Hang on. not using a wired controller? No. I'll use a wired like keyboard and mouse, but as far as wired controller goes, no. I never have that bad of a problem with things dying on me with my controller. I don't know why. It's never been such an issue, but I have had times with my mouse and keyboard where it did die in like the worst, at the worst times.
There's a grounder to the left side toward the hole. Makes the throw to first in time. One out here in the bottom of the second. Missed.
It's very warm in my room.
0-2.
I'm glad I brought my tower fan with me, because even despite the central air, I still need to have one.
Ground ball to the right side. Throw to first. 2 away.
So, oh no, I just see SammySosa.jpg. I'm imagining it's probably the white Sammy Sosa. Just the process of him getting lighter and lighter, which I have seen plenty of times.
There's a grounder to the right side. And the out. With 2 innings played, it's scoreless. The Buckeyes.
All right. Sorry, just trying to move the mic a little bit here.
Whoa, up and in.
I was thinking about playing Everybody's Golf later, maybe after XBA. After I play a little 2K18 and actually play some games.
Got him on a curveball.
I actually finally got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for my Switch to take to, played it at a friend's house. I got some like controller shells and everything, so felt pretty good about that. I was only like 6 months late on getting Mario Kart.
Fastball in the corner.
I'll just try not to be 6 months late on Super Mario Odyssey. I'm pretty excited about that once it comes.
Foul off the right side.
I got a lot of games I want. Let's see, Super Mario Odyssey. I still need to get the new Senran Kagura.
That foul caught the catcher.
Controller shells, yeah, it's like because the Joy-Cons are like, 2 different pieces, and Mario Kart is one of the mini games, also with like Pokemon and some other games as well, that have few enough functions on it to where you can use half a Joy-Con and play using that. And then so you have 2 Joy-Cons, obviously, that come with your Switch. You can do 2 players. And the Joy-Cons are very small and kind of fidgety to use. So there are third-party deals where you can put your Joy-Con in. Like, there's like steering wheels and stuff like that. But there's like this third-party thing that feels much more like an actual controller, and it feels really nice when you put it in. that sounded really weird, but yeah, it feels like an actual controller with it in there with the shell and everything. Like you're not holding on to something teeny tiny and just awkward.
That foul ball caught the catcher.
Hard to believe Judge had 52 homers his rookie season. Oh my God. He had such a hard time picking up. I want to see that again. How many times did he fail picking up that ball? Tripped once? Nope. How many times did he fumble with that? I want to see this. Okay, so it went off his glove. Here's where he still had a chance. He trips over himself a little bit. Goes to get it. He still has a chance. Missed it. Then picks it up.
Number 18 is
You still haven't picked up this game? That's fine. I don't know what type of like oh.
too high.
Oh, what's up, bitch? That's fine, whatever. Oh, cool. He probably could have gotten a what is it, an out if he threw to second, but he was trying to get the third base guy, so that was the key there. Oh, he almost actually let him get in. He almost didn't throw. I thought he was keeping too close an eye on the third base guy and decided, nah. Oh my God, we're gonna strand them with two. We're gonna strand them here, aren't we?
Two gone.
Ah,
Fastball.
yeah. They say those Chen games aren't realistic. What was another thing I was looking at?
Change up for a strike.
There were some other games. Like there's a lot of games that I own just as like a back burner type game. It's like maybe at some point I might actually do this. Who knows? Like I have NCAA football 2K3 for my GameCube emulator. Works really. Oh my God! I actually meant to pull back. I meant to pull back and I fucked up. I honest to God meant to pull back. I didn't mean to swing at that trash.
3 innings played. It's scoreless. The Buckeyes have their
Oh God, no. When the delay catches up, he's going to give me some serious shit for that. I did not. I meant to pull back. I knew it in my head, but my fingers were too slow. That was not what I wanted to do. It's not the garbage I wanted to swing at.
Well, just caught the corner.
The 200 new teams is why you want to put. Yeah, 200 new team. Yeah, dude. I think if there's a time when I stop playing college baseball and try to do like pro baseball, I'll probably end up doing MVP 2005 because they got it all the way down. I know it's like at least down to AA. I can't remember if it's down to single A or not.
Ball to right, not Debo. And the right fielder is there.
I can't remember if they actually have rosters all the way down to single A.
Nobody on base and one gone.
But I know they got a lot of mods for it, and they're still doing rosters to this day. Damn.
Rice is aboard with a bait. Sutton is hitting 360
All right.
with 7 homers and 27 RBI.
I just want to be done.
Nice breaking.
I just want to be done and move on to NBA. Coming soon, but not. Should be, yeah. They won't. I don't think they'll do it. I think they just gave up on their baseball franchise. I'm getting like hammered. I got to start warming somebody up
To third. Sutton is on.
to take over potentially in the 5th. I had to start warming somebody up now. Yeah, let's do Beresford, and then I can bring in Hernandez as a closer.
On the ground to first.
1,
He's out of there.
2. Oh my God, we got out of there.
Taylor made double play ball, and that's the way it's done. Too strong for
Yeah, they have Madden. That's all that matters. Oh yeah, FIFA came out on the Switch too. I'm not really a soccer guy though.
grounder to first. One away.
I'm sure there'd be people who would love to see me play Football Manager, but I know dick all about managing a soccer team. Like, it would probably be the worst playthrough of Football Manager you've ever seen.
That one misses inside. Tried to get him to.
I have a basic idea of like some of the positions and all that, but I'm not I don't have a great idea as to how to build a good team in that game.
Misses with a fastball. Low.
Am I thinking of playing this year's WWE game? Probably. I gotta admit, a couple months ago, it was pretty much like I pretty much put it on the back burner as something that I'll probably get maybe on. Like it was a couple months ago. It was seriously like, I'll probably get it on, what was it, Black Friday.
He missed 4 straight.
Sign Messi.
Number 36 is up next. There's a left side toward
Uh,
throw to first.
close.
Out of there. What a play. That
Street game.
Gold glove
Oh, yeah.
with 4 innings played.
NFL Street would be nice to have again. Or NBA Street. I don't think they did like a I would love to see what like actually, you know what? I would be totally down for like an NHL Street, but instead of ice it's like rollerblades. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like just NHL Street, but it's oh yeah, I should probably sub him in. He's starting to already get kind of tired with all the pitches. But yeah, I'd love to see that, but it's just like roller hockey on like a basketball court with just some makeshift goals. NFL Blitz would be nice. Dude, I played the crap out of NFL Blitz when it came back on the 360. I actually played a lot online and had some... Because I remember it used to be a thing where they all had... they added it was very basic with like the contracts and everything. But then you can get players, and I worked my way up, beating like a bunch of divisions and all that, and I worked my way up to like the big, because they had regular contracts, and then they had like pro players that were like really good, like high level guys, and it's like, oh shit, these are the guys you want. And then there was like gold players that were like every division I think had some like amazing gold player that if you dominated enough online and in the game, you could have these gold players. And I was doing well enough. I had about like 3 or 4 of them on my team. I had built like a really solid team. Oh boy, I'm going to get shit on for that swing. That was some trash. Ah. Did I say I played Backbreaker but didn't like it? Yeah, I wasn't the biggest... There's a lot of things about it I wasn't the biggest fan of. I actually did do a one-off on stream of Backbreaker. I don't remember if I ever put that on... Yeah, I think I did. It wasn't actually too long ago that I played it. Probably just a couple months ago I played it on stream. I shouldn't have hit it that. I understand. They yell car. Drives by. Game on. Game on. Just a crazy redhead. Hi, Wayne. If they do that, they'd have to, like, I feel like it'd almost be a mandatory for them to find a way to get, like, the Mighty Ducks in there. Like, the Disney Mighty Ducks. That would be best. Like, find a way to rate the Mighty Ducks team and put them in. Oh, dude, yeah, Street Volume 3 on the GameCube with Mario, Luigi, and Peach. I remember that. Nice.
Number 4 is at the top. Fastball on the corner for a strike.
Make Street dude, I'd love for them to make Street games again. I'd love to see Blitz or NHL Hits. I don't know if they're going to do NBA. Like, they did NBA Jam a while back, too. Dude, that was... I did an NBA Jam, and I had the Orlando Magic, and I had arguably the most OP team when I played the Orlando Magic, because I unlocked Shaq, like old school 95 Shaq, and I put him there with Dwight Howard. So it was Shaq and Dwight Howard, and it was literally just like every possession it was just shoving people to, like, they both had insane power and dunk and everything. So they would just shove people to the ground, take the ball, alley-oop to one another, and then rinse and repeat for the entire game, win by 60. The Mighty Ducks are DLC. Oh, no. Close. Oh, God, I don't know why he didn't slide. The backyard and street franchises. Play with tiny little Pablo Sanchez. Like, that motherfucker was the best at everything. Gonna intentionally walk him. All right. Beresford. He's probably not gonna do well. He is the pitcher. Fuck. He has such a weird swing. Just because he stands there like an idiot. Why do you stand like that? Hey, took him out. Let go of it too. And now it's 2-0. Over the course of this fuckery, we have managed a couple of runs. We might have a chance. Dude, if I can find it for my computer, that would be the best to do as a short series, like a really short series of just, it's like, all right, we're going to do a new series. We're going to do a season in backyard football, like the original. Damn. Just center enough. That's probably the perfect place to be hitting the ball. Is it's just enough to get over the wall and then just center enough that you're not hitting like the 30-foot wall. I would have to find like an ISO file and a way to play it on my computer. I'd love to just do like a quick, like, yeah, it's, you know, it's a single season. You just take a single season of a backyard football and play through it. I remember in the OG backyard football, Randall Cunningham was about as good as Pablo Sanchez was. Like, if you could get both Pablo Sanchez and Randall Cunningham on your team, like, you win. You win. That's it. Found the ISO file. I mean, the only thing that might potentially hold it back is trying to get it to work. You know, new PCs and everything. I'll try, though. That's something I should show on stream, is NASCAR Racing 2003 season. It's been a son of a bitch to get to work, but I've been getting it to work on my PC, and I've downloaded like a bunch of, because they still do mods. So I got some of the new cars and drivers and all that, as well as some custom tracks. I'm quite happy about how it's turned out. Damn. Yeah, NASCAR Racing 2003 ended up being iRacing, but as I found out, there's still like a fairly... Now, I guess maybe it's not too dedicated anymore. I like how he acted like that was about to hit him. Like, no, it wasn't. Didn't even hit the strike zone. I know. I need to figure out... Like, I've never used VMs. I need to learn VMs, honestly. You know what I need to do? Is I need to take a day. I'll have to do it some weekend. I need to take a day where I just like take off Windows 8.1 because I hate Windows 8.1 and I get freezing that happens all the time, and it really sucks when I freeze as I'm trying to upload a YouTube video. Like, I literally never had a problem with my computer crashing on me until I got Windows 8, and so yeah, I finally found my Windows 7 CD again, and I wanna put that on there. It'll probably work better too. Slugfest, oh my god. I think I have actually Slugfest. I think it's like 2004 for the PS2 on here. I'm pretty sure I have a copy of Slugfest that I could play on this. Damn. Nothing like paying $15 a month to get wrecked by 12-year-olds and told it's your fault. Oh, my God. Yeah, I actually did have iRacing for a little while. Probably like 3-4 years ago when it was still a relatively new thing. And I like looked at the price of stuff, and like the price isn't probably that bad now, honestly, but I just don't have like a professional enough setup to do it. At least in a way I want to do it. And yeah, so it's just a thing where it's like, yeah, maybe I'll just play NASCAR. I can play NASCAR 2003. And not like any of the new ones, because from what I heard is they're awful. I hate the fact that like the NASCAR Heat name is now like attached to the new games, and I've heard they're not good. Prices are the same, yeah. I actually like when I left iRacing, they stopped contacting me. But when I first left iRacing, they would send me emails all the time where they would give me like a deal. Like some of the deals were like insane, where it was like $30 for a whole year, $15 for 6 months, you know. Yeah, they give me some insane deals to make me want to come back. But like then I'd still have to pay for cars and tracks and all that. So it's like bleh. If I really want modern racing games, Project Cars 2. I do kind of want to try Project Cars 2. I heard the new Forza is kind of awful. At least, maybe not gameplay-wise, but just the decisions that EA has made. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure the new Forza is like Windows 10 only, so it's not even a thing I really even worry about. Have I played NASCAR Heat 2? I have not. At least not the new one. I saw it sitting on the shelf at GameStop and went, that's interesting. And like I thought about it because it's like, okay, if it has I gotta admit, the fact that it had the NASCAR Heat game on it, the NASCAR Heat name on it, made me think like it might be pretty good. And then I go and I see reviews for it and people really hated it, so it was like, okay, I guess I'm just not gonna worry too much then. It's a lot better than 14 and Inside Line. To be fair, like, to be a steaming pile of shit in a plastic bag is better than Inside Line was, and 14. I was on the fence about like NASCAR. It was either 15 or 16, and because I think it was like $10, and I ended up not getting it. But because I was like, yeah, it's probably not that bad of a game. I'd love to know, though, if NASCAR Heat 2, like, okay, because it's a NASCAR game, so it runs, like, if you're going to do, I assume there's, like, you know, racing and all that, so there's probably, you know, NASCAR rules. So I would be interested in seeing if they implemented that in the game to the extent to where even in the NASCAR Heat games, you're doing that stupid staged racing. But is Inside Line better than Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5? I would probably say so. I did play a little bit of Inside Line. Like it was not terrible like Tony Hawk 5 was.
A ground ball headed for the hole. Throw to first.
Racing in a NASCAR game, solid theory. Oh my God. This is probably what happens when maybe I should just let some strikes go by me and force them to throw at, you know, this is probably something where there's a lot of people who watch this and go, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, you probably should have done this like a season ago. We don't know how you managed to like get as far as you have, realizing that you can probably let some strikes go so you can swing at some better pitches. But yeah, I played on the 360. What was it? Forza 4. Forza Motorsport 4 was pretty good, and Gran Turismo 5 was pretty good. So if Project Cars is along the lines of Forza 4 and Gran Turismo 5, I'm in.
There's a line drive into left.
And by the way, I've played Gran Turismo 4 as well. I don't know why, for some reason, like, I'm hot garbage at Gran Turismo 4. Because I tried playing it, and it was like, yeah, you just play that instead of, I've played Gran Turismo 5. I'm sure I got to be good at Gran Turismo 4. Nope.
Center fielder going
Fucking nope.
makes the play. In the middle of the ninth, it's tied at 2.
Why swing at better pitches when you can swing wildly?
Number 18 is up next.
Yeah, a Tony Hawk game, like, I will say, though, a lot of people shat on Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD. I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed Pro Skater HD.
Nobody on base.
I remember people saying it was bad, and it was like, it really isn't that terrible.
Easy play.
It's really not even all that bad. Have I played any of the F1 games? I haven't. I've seen them, and I've been kind of close to wanting to get one, but I have never gotten around to it.
Great diving stop. That out means we won't decide it in 9. After 9, it's number 13 is now 1 for 3.
This is just a pain now.
0 and 1.
I should start warming somebody up, because he's starting to lose. He's starting to lose it a little bit. Let's get our. Oh, no, not you. Maybe you, actually. I don't. No, I want someone with solid pitching. If I play a racing game, you know what I do? You know what I'll do if I ever play a racing game again? I'll fire it up, because I've gotten it to work on this computer because I was such a fan of it as a kid. I'll fire up fucking Monster Truck Madness 2.
It's a fly ball.
Still to this day, people are making tracks for it. I'll find like some awesome tracks to race on and do Monster Truck Madness 2.
He's out of there.
I goddamn loved that game as a kid.
Ground ball to the right side.
Casey Powell across win. Oh my god.
In the middle of the 10th.
Yeah, I accidentally pigeonholed myself. I know, as I talk about more sports games. To be fair, like, racing is kind of a sport, but like, I feel like racing is its own genre.
Good move by the manager.
Literally anywhere that sells video games, racing is a separate genre from sports.
Fouled out of play.
When's 2K5 coming? Probably in the next couple of days. I know it's almost been 2 weeks, and it's...
The change up under the
See, that wasn't even a junk pitch. I just swung like an idiot way too soon. Yeah, probably in the next couple days. It's coming around in the rotation.
1.
Think it'll probably be like the next time I stream. Ugh.
Catch to retire the batter. Number 16 is digging in.
ATV Off-Road Fury.
Back up the middle.
I'll get like MX versus ATV.
He makes the big
That might be fun.
first.
No, I did play that. I did. Wait a minute. I did play MX versus ATV Reflex.
Is on with a triple.
Ah, suck it. You suck. That is your fault. That is your fault. No one went and got it. As soon as I saw that the ball was passing him by. What a way to actually end that. Can we get a replay on that? I want to oh my god, I want a replay so bad on that. They blew that game like there was like nobody's business. Do I have a schedule, or do I just kind of say fuck it? I mean, I try to retain like a schedule as far as days that I'm doing stuff, But as far as like what I play when, I just kind of look at what I haven't played in a little bit and was like with today, it was like, okay, what was the last thing I played? And then I look and it was like, okay, so the farthest game away that I usually play was like MVP baseball. It was like, okay, that was a couple weeks away, so that'll probably be next. And so that's today. I'm thinking about doing 2K18 just because I didn't do any actual game in the first one. But yeah, if I look at my YouTube videos, like, okay, college hoops, so MVP baseball, I go down, like SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, I'm not doing anymore. Downhill Domination I'll probably do that after football. So I wanted to do another deal of Downhill Domination, so I'll probably do that and then NFL 2K5. Yeah, I just kind of look at like what's the farthest away game that I played, you know. Yeah, so generally if you're gonna it's a general thing that if you kind of want to know what's next, you just kind of need to see what video came after what I recently published. That'll give you an idea sort of what the next game would be.
The Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Buckeyes are currently ranked 20th in the nation and second in the Big Ten Conference. The Hawkeyes.
Let's do this again one more time. Oh yeah, the Carolina Jordans. I thought about I wanted to be kind of interesting with it, but I'm like, nah, Carolina Jordans. Let's just drop all pretense of it not being a meme team, and let's just go for the meme.
Swung through a breaking ball with the hands.
Have I played Red Card? Oh, that was the Midway version. That was the soccer. Red Card was the soccer version of Blitz and Hits and Slugfest and all that, wasn't it? I never did play it. I never got around to it. But I think that's what that was. Is it was the soccer version of all the other Midway sports games. How did he not catch that? How did he not get that one? You didn't really try there, bud. I don't know what you were doing. But if you can hit into a double play, that would be helpful. Very helpful. Yep. All right, at least we got that much. I just want to put this game away. There we go. Come on. Baseball season's coming to an end. It's pretty okay. Cubs are in it, so I'm perfectly fine with it so far. It's one of the few teams that I can root for that actually know what a postseason means now. Vikings are going to find a way to blow enough games to not make it. The Avalanche this year have done absolutely nothing to better their stance, so Avalanche are probably going to be a basement-dwelling team. And one of our stars fucking hates being on the team. And they were talking about trading him, and then they're just like, ha ha ha, we're not actually going to trade him. What a pitch, or what a throw. That was slick. I can't believe that worked.
There's a fastball on the knees at the corner.
Oh yeah, then there's the Orlando Magic, who have just I don't know if they're ever at someday they might make the playoffs again. It'll be a little while, I'm sure. Every team goes through that drought. Once again, how do you not catch that? It was right over your head. Just put your glove up. Just put it up and you're fine. We're at 2 outs. I just need to put somebody away with either an easy out, there you go, or a strikeout. Since episode 3 of Northern Illinois, but is that season dead or Northern Iowa? Oh, NCAA Basketball 10? No, there's not going to be another NCAA Basketball 10. I swore it off on the last one. Like, I did it as a sub-milestone. A couple of times, and after the last couple times of playing it, it's like, I much prefer college hoops. I'm just going to, like, I'm just going to pretend this game doesn't exist anymore. You know, nothing against the people who liked it. It's just, man, I talk about how much I hate college hoops, but generally I hate it because I love it. That's fine. I'm just like, damn. I have like a love-hate relationship with college hoops where it's just like, it smacks me, but then it hugs me and tells me everything's all right, and so I stay. And I stay for the good times. It's like an abusive relationship. But NCAA Basketball 10 is just pure, like, it's just pure hate. I just don't like it. Nothing against anyone who enjoys it. I don't blame anyone who likes it. It's just not for me. This is really like, I'm gonna start warming somebody up, I think, because I feel like we're gonna be in a not great position here very soon. Let's do Wit. Who's pitching right now? I forget who's pitching. I should be able to see it. I'm going to mound visit real quick and see what his perception is. Negative? That's about what I would assume. It is Bow. Okay. I don't know how many, like, he's supposed to be getting some strikeouts, but he's not. But then again, it's mostly the team that we're dealing with here. We're losing this one. We had a good run. We had a solid run. Got a couple of good wins against Ohio State. But this is probably the end of the line for us. Someone make a fake sports game. Wait, what do you mean, like, fake sports? Yeah, it's the second inning, and I'm already sitting here looking at someone. I just don't think it's going to last very long. I just don't see this. I don't see this working out for my starting guy. He's just off his game today. And look at this. We're only 1 out into the second inning, and they've already blown his stamina down to like a 73. He's just in awful shape already. It's just all these hits are just getting to him. We need him to limp out of the second. In fact, we're going to sit Wit. We're going to let him get out of the second, but we're probably going to get him out of here by this point.
It'll be a ground rule double. Rice.
He's done. He's done. No. Just go sit. I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. You're not going to do too. I'm not going to let you do this much damage.
Throw to first in time to retire the hitter. That's
Someone's already on it. And then I see the IMV gaming and I already know what it is. It's just like, oh man. I did look up some new screenshots. Like, it seems like they're making some good progress, but I'm still not getting my hopes up. I'm still really not getting I'm not getting my anything up until I see something about it. Like, I see something serious about it. The Mahal guy, yeah, I know, dude. People who watch every week were wondering what the fuck Jinder Mahal was doing as WWE champion, and we're still wondering why he still has the belt. We have no idea why he has the belt for this long. It's like they're actively. It's like they know people just hate this, and it's like crashing them. It's just burying them and their business. But they're sticking to their guns to try to prove that they're right, but it's not going to happen.
misses with a fastball low.
Like Speedball 2100. There was a game that was
Strike.
I forget. There's been a couple of games that had like futuristic type sports deals.
This one's hammered.
See, that was actually a solid hit. It just didn't go anywhere.
With 2 innings,
Damn, I heard that too. I heard that plink.
Sutton is digging in.
Dude, we're so fucked.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Over to first. One gone.
We're just
Number 5.
quite boned.
A change catches the outer edge.
Let's see.
On the ground to the second baseman. On to first. And makes the throw to first in play. 2 gone.
I know there's something else.
Into break.
My brain is starting to become more and more fried.
1.
It's been a long day.
Quickly in a hole 0-2.
It hasn't even been that long of a day, honestly. It's just like, I did more walking than I wanted to do because the hockey game, at the hockey game, it was the season opener. So everyone was they sold a good amount of tickets. So I'm kind of,
Breaking ball.
it's kind of exciting to know that like the arena was pretty full. I don't see it being that way from now on unless there's a concert.
The screen.
But it was pretty cool.
Got a piece of that back to the screen.
But yeah, because of that, like
Foul ball.
that was garbage. Why did I swing at such garbage?
Hit on the ground.
There we go.
toward the hole. The fielder comes up with it and throws.
I should play an NHL game. I was actually
Number 8 batter.
I was actually like an hour ago when I started streaming. I was talking about that.
Foul tip.
There wasn't really a big amount of people who wanted to watch NHL is the thing. I don't know. Plus, I know it's going to sound super redundant because I talked about like not wanting to pigeonhole myself quite as like doing a bunch of sports stuff. But at this point, I've done so much sports stuff that's what most of the audience I've collected is sports and wrestling. So when I do something like Disgaea, hardly anyone really watches it.
Comes up with it and throws.
Because, like, what the fuck is this?
Nice job of hitting.
I do like how he looked. I do like how it looked like he could have easily gotten it, but then he just, like, literally watched it go by.
Ball to right, not deep though. Makes the catch. Roberts is up next. Grounded to
Damn.
first.
There we go. What NHL game was I thinking about playing? That's the thing, is I don't know. Like, I got NHL 2K10, and I was doing, like, a small franchise thing for that. NHL 18 came out, but I'm not 100% sure about wanting to get... Like, it's not like it's a bad game. It's just I kind of want something where I don't have to use my console too much. I don't know. I'm just really big on... I enjoy more the aspect of playing it on my computer and streaming it off of that. But then again, I do have like college hoops and all that. Like, if the day ever comes that I could play college hoops on my PC, like that's totally going to be a thing. But yeah, let me see. 2K10, because there's updated rosters. 2K8 does as well, but I think 2K10 is the... I like 2K10 a little bit more. Like, I'm used to 2K10. Other than that, there wasn't like a bunch of other games that I was thinking about. I think EA might have done NHL 09. Up to 09 is when they did NHL games on the PC. And I think people might do stuff for that. I'm not sure. Nah.
Time for the out. The junior comes to the plate. This one's skied with shallow.
I'm thinking about wanting to just give up this game. Not like as a series, but just as the game in and of itself. It seems weird for someone who's played like 3 different baseball games. I'm inherently not like a huge baseball fan. Like, I'll follow the Cubs stuff, but as far as games are concerned, I'm just like, eh. EA Hockey 92. Hey, if I'm going to play an old school EA Hockey game, like, I'd have to play NHL 94. I think it'd be blasphemous to do anything other than 94 if I was going to do an old school one. There we go.
Popped up.
If we're talking about emulators and stuff, on my 64 emulator, they got, I used to play Mike Piazza's Strike Zone on my N64. That was interesting.
Near the stands, he might have a play. Makes the
NHL 94 for the PS2 is good. Uh-huh.
1-0. The Hawkeyes have their 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming. Rodriguez
It'd be interesting, though, if they, like, re-release that shit.
0-1.
I don't know if that would, like, cost them anything to do. Like, they did like, update Tecmo Bowl and do, like, a Tecmo Bowl Reloaded or whatnot. It seemed like a fun game. I feel like they could do that with some old school games. Like, just do a revamped version of it with some decent graphics and everything.
Fastball misses.
See? I let that one go. Included in a newer NHL game. That sounds like it probably was a thing. It was part of EA Sports Retro in 2006. Interesting. Oh, there you go. That's a solid hit.
With a 2-out single. There's a
Damn.
strike on a changeup. No balls and 1 strike.
Also changes other gameplay elements like including faster game speed and having relaxed game rules. That sounds cool if it wasn't for the fact that it was attached to NHL 14.
On the ground toward the second baseman.
Attach that shit to NHL 17 and I'm in. I think that's the key difference.
Fastball in the corner.
God, I'm really like I need him to not swing it too much here. Oh, there you go.
Scoops it up. Over to
Hey, look, they swing at garbage too.
for the out. Number 5 is now 1 for 2 at the plate today. Hit to the left side of the infield. On to first. Easy flip to first.
See, but they were able. EA was able to do that style of gameplay with the rules. Like it changed it audio visually and control wise to NHL 94. But it sounds like it's not. It sounds like you can do that for just about any game. Like you don't have to play like just a certain like game mode for it. Sometimes I swing at garbage. Sometimes you accidentally swing at hittable pitches. Yeah, I know.
There's out number 3. After 5.5.
This is what perplexes me about people who enjoy this. Like, I don't blame you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy watching me play. I feel like there are probably much better people out there. Hey, look at that. I held back.
Hit back toward the
There you go.
He beats it out for an infield single. Back up the middle. Watch
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
number 2 is 0 for 2 today.
It's time to get a run or two, boys. Let's do this. I can feel it. I never finished my coffee. I still have a little bit left.
Low.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing my Switch. Like, I think afterwards, that's why I'm thinking about doing XBA, because I'm doing something like relatively like something like one of my actual series, like an actual series of something.
4 straight out of the
But then after that, I don't know. It's either like I'll either be done streaming,
little ground ball.
or I'll stream something slightly more low key.
Dive. He's out.
Like, I honestly, I almost want to do some sort of like, I want to do like an hour on NHL or NASCAR 2003 season, and figure out like I want to like gauge a reaction for it, and then find a, because I guess you can edit championship mode, so you can actually do a season with whatever tracks you want to put in there.
Throw across to first. The inning
God
is
damn, we
over.
were so close.
Innings remaining. It's 1-0.
So it'd be interesting to take those like those custom tracks or whatnot and
2 home runs.
put them in
18 runs.
and do a championship with it. Do I have a wheel and pedals? No. But I do have a controller that I can wield to work well. I'd have to bust out my wired 360 controller, but it does work.
Squares to sacrifice. There's a bunt. Foul ball to the
Foul ball, dick.
bunted back to the mound. Throw to first. That's in time.
He almost wasn't on the plate for that. It was really something.
Whiffed at the changeup at the letters.
I should really utilize the bunt a little bit more. That's really something I should be doing.
Got a piece of that back to the screen.
Go pick up a G29 for $300. You're fine. I have looked up wheels and pedals though. I have looked them up.
Back over the inside corner and
In Iowa, that's probably a month's rent. No.
for called strike 3. That's the spot.
To be fair, it is cheaper living conditions here, but I've got like a fantastic 2-bedroom apartment that's really nice. It has like a dining room and everything. It's like a miniature house. It just happens to be part of an apartment complex for $1,000 a month. And I'm splitting it with a roommate. Well, 2 roommates, but we're splitting it in half. Like my room is like, It's like a hotel room, basically,
And it will score
with like the seven. Like it's 2 bathrooms and everything. It's nice.
just off.
You suck. You were right there.
Rice is up hitting .330.
Okay, warm up a pitcher.
8 home runs, 28 runs batted in.
Warm up a closer. We'll bring him in the 8th. If they go by 4, I'm probably just done.
Hit on a line.
Like, if that run comes in to score, how many outs are we in?
Sutton is
We got 2 outs. So we have the ability to keep the bleeding from happening.
and a run will come in.
I might just take the loss.
The senior has an RBI.
Just take the L and go elsewhere. This is what I would do. Daytona, Daytona, Daytona. To be fair, like I've got some tracks that would be really fun to do several times over. Maybe not too much, but
Toward second base.
yeah, just
And the side is retired. Ohio.
oh god. All right, I'm gonna give this one shot because I don't see myself scoring. I haven't scored 4 against them in a single inning yet,
Over to first. That's
and I feel like a time to
3 is digging in.
just give up
This ball hit to right center.
is probably very near.
For it. Makes the grab for out number 2.
How many hits have we had, by the way? We've had 4.
With the plate today.
That was kind of garbage, but it managed to work.
Number 18 is
I know. That was a shit pitch to be swinging at, and I got super lucky. That was a shit pitch, and I didn't get lucky.
that will put an end to the inning. With 7 innings played,
3 pitches, 2 outs, and a hit. All right, I'm just gonna call the game now. Just not worry about it. 4 pitches, 3 outs. I know. Okay. Sub the pitcher. Put Hernandez in. No. Fuck. 3 up, 3 down, just like that. Oh my god. Nope. Right into a double play. Psh. Oh my god. There you go. Hey, we got 1. What do you know? That's all right. 34-9. Let's get up to like here. See if I get some recruitment points. Right about there. Ah, goddamn. There. Okay. I accidentally kept hitting the wrong buttons, and I'm like, no, don't do this. I need this. Let me see here. We need... There. There, and there. All right. I don't know if we're going to get them. I don't know. I don't think we have enough time. We'll have the one guy, but I don't know about the others. I feel like I probably should just spend most of my points on one, but at this point, I just got to try to get them both. Hope for the best. I know he'll join, but probably not the others. It's very warm in here. All right. Well, I did okay, I guess. They really that an A team, an actual top 25 team rated A, just really just sort of exposed us. To be fair, I did get 2 nice wins, so we really did actually win the series, but I mean they exposed us in that 3rd game for the shit that we are and the awfulness that I am when it comes to swinging a bat. So there you go. Pretty okay, though. I'll take it. we have 4 games left. I'll probably sim through at least one of them, if not 2 of them, because at this point I just kind of want to be done with the season and move on. So there you go. I will have something else for you guys in the stream, but if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch this series. And we are right towards the end of the season, and we'll have the end of the season by the end of the next time I have a video for this. So thank you, and I will see you next time.